Mom, I'm glad you're here. What's another word for traitor?
What are you doing here?
Well, I've been getting a jump on the early edition. What do you think?
Go fish.
I'm sorry, what?
You said, well, you asked if I had a 4, so I said go fish.
Oh, you said go fish. Right. Okay. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm so distracted. I'm just really worried about Dad, you know? He's out there, and I'm stuck in here.
Well, I don't know how much help you do. I mean, I'm out here, and what am I doing?
Did you hear anything from your mom?
Oh, sure. Not that I believe a word of it. She's been totally lying to me for days.
Yeah, it's called deniability. She's just trying to protect you. You know, she is a lawyer.
Kind of makes me think that she's found him.
Me? God, in here, they won't even tell me what time it is. But I'm sure it's a good thing. If your mom is lying to you, it must mean that she's getting Dad to turn himself in.
Commissioner, my client is turning himself in per our agreement.
And the district attorney's here. She's up to speed.
So you'll be dropping the murder charge?
That depends.
On what?
Hey, me in the eye. Tell me you're innocent. Tell me you didn't kill your brother Victor.
What are you, like a walking lie detector?
It's been 8 years, but I think I can read you. So, go ahead, tell me that you didn't do it. I'm not vacating the charges until I hear those words.
I'm gonna put your sister on the front page of the newspaper.
Why? It's the news, Mom.
No, it isn't. It's muckraking, and you know it. And you're better than that, Jack.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take publishing advice from you. How's Craze doing these days?
You know what? Don't take that tone with me. Don't. What are you doing here anyway? You should be in school instead of bullying Briggs all day long. And what makes you think you're even qualified to run this newspaper?
My father wanted me here.
Victor wouldn't want you to slander your sister on the front of this paper, and you know it.
I have work to do.
No, Jack, come on, wait. Let's just talk first, all right? I just came back from the police station where I had a very long talk with Bo Buchanan.
Let me guess. Shane's gonna walk for knocking me out and pulling a gun on me.
Now, you're lucky that Bo wants what is best for Shane, because he could just as easily use Shane's statement to haul you in.
For what?
For lying to the cops. Shane's statement proves that you gave false evidence. That's obstruction of justice. But Bo says that he would go easy on you if you just came in and told the truth.
Yeah? Why would I do that?
Jack's testimony will be thrown out. So if Todd does turn himself in, they'll have to drop the charges, right? You got any queens?
Not in this cell.
You'll both be out soon.
I don't know. Dad busted out of jail and I helped him.
I still can't believe you did that.
Why? You busted Matthew out of Warwick.
Yeah, I helped a guy in a wheelchair escape from a British boarding school. You held a gun on 2 guards. Not exactly the same thing. Your turn.
Oh. You got any 2s?
Go fish. So what do you think's gonna happen? I mean, they can't keep you in jail, can they?
May I remind you that there's no evidence against Todd? He's innocent.
Yeah, you have to believe that. Because you wouldn't be able to represent him if you didn't. So. And I've been where you are now. I've had the honor of representing Todd Manning when he raped Marty Saybrook. And he claimed he was innocent then, too. And I fell for it way back then, but I think I know better now. I want to hear it from you. I want you to tell me that you are innocent, that you didn't do it, that you didn't kill your brother.
I'm innocent. I did not kill my brother. Satisfied?
and his useless father both got cleared of killing Dad, right?
Because they didn't do it.
So that just leaves Scarface. He's guilty, I know it.
Jack, you made false statements to the police. You're interfering with a criminal investigation.
Who knows, maybe I'm helping.
You could go to prison, son.
What, like Starr? Like your boyfriend, Tomas? Like Scarface? Half this family is in jail, and you're worried about me?
God, yes, I'm worried about you because the story that you told the police is a lie.
That doesn't mean the ending isn't true. If I hadn't told McBain that Scarface was the killer, he would have let him go. Scarface would be halfway around the world by now.
You don't know that. He would never leave you kids. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah? What was the last 8 years?
That wasn't his fault. Now listen, I know that this is really hard for you to understand. I mean, look what Starr's going through.
She volunteered for that.
She's doing what she thinks is right, exactly like you are, Jack. But what if you are wrong? What if Todd is innocent?
What if you're the one who's wrong, Mom? You keep saying Scarface is innocent, but how do you know for sure?
I think this has gone on long enough.
Nora, do you have grounds for
Is this
an arrest?
even about Victor? This is personal for you, isn't it? I'm not the same man I was when I attacked Marty Saber.
For the last 8 years, I actually started to feel sorry for Todd Manning. I mean, his kids were kidnapped and he was raped. He was actually given a lethal injection. But you are not him. You're still the same guy who terrorized me in a beach house. You're still the same guy who's hurts anyone who's unlucky enough to love you. Oh my God, your daughter, look at her. She's in a jail cell because of you.
At least I'm finally being arraigned.
When?
Tomorrow morning. My mom posts bail, and then I'll be out of here.
As long as they don't try to make an example of you. Now your friends on the news every other day making some nasty statement about our family. And if they bring in those guards to testify?
What happened to staying positive?
I'm sorry, I'm just worried.
Well, don't be. Right? If worst comes to worst, I'll just tell the judge that I have to get out of here because it's my sister's 18th birthday.
You remember?
Why wouldn't I? It's a big deal, Danny. You think that I would forget?
With everything that's going on, I totally wouldn't blame you if you forgot about my birthday.
Well, I didn't. Hope and I have been planning your present for weeks.
You know who else remembered? Nate. He came over with the birthday present, wrapped and everything.
I thought you didn't want anything to do with him.
I didn't. But it's not always easy saying no to your ex. Not like we're dating.
You hung out and watched a movie together.
So what? Lots of people do that. You got any eights?
I just want you to be careful.
I am. Sevens?
Are you looking at my card?
How could I look at your cards?
Well, then you're a mind reader. I'm not judging Nate, okay? I just don't want anything to happen to you, and Nate ends up with the wrong people.
Like Rick, your record producer. Nines?
Baz talked me into that situation.
Well, do you think that Nate wanted to do a porno? Listen, I'm not making excuses for what he did. Okay, I'm just trying to forgive him. Got any sixes?
Why?
Because I have a 6?
No, why are you trying to forgive him?
Because.
Because it's not an answer.
Why does it matter?
Because if you forgive him, then he's going to want to get back with you.
No, we're just friends. That's all. So, any sixes?
Go fish.
You know, I'm not the only one that thinks Todd didn't do it. Starr's convinced, and so is Ted.
What about the cops? They thought he was innocent. They would have let him loose a long time ago, but they didn't. He had to break out of jail. What innocent man would do that?
The only reason he broke out is because he was afraid that Irene was going to kill us, and she almost did. But once he turns himself in, they're going to drop the charges. They have to. They're going to have to let him go because there's no evidence. They only have your statement, which everybody knows isn't true.
So that just means I have to keep up the pressure. They'll find more evidence, and then they'll have to convict Scarface.
Jack, this is not about Todd. You lied to the cops. The cops know it. And if you don't make things right, they're going to charge you, and it's going to go on your record. And you know all those wonderful colleges that you and your friends are talking about? Do you think those colleges are going to accept you?
Who needs college?
You need it, son. You need it. You listen to me. With or without you, Todd is going to get out of jail, and he's going to come back to work right here. It's over. I pray to God that you are smart enough to give yourself a second chance. Because all of this, everything that you're doing, lying to the cops, lashing out to the people that care about you, do you know who that reminds me of? It reminds me of Scarface. Jack, I don't want that life for you. And neither would your Uncle Victor. Jack! What does it mean? They both don't love you.
Let go of me.
No! I'm never going to.
How do I get out of this, Mom?
Oh, God. There's only one way, son. One way. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Do I need to file a complaint with the judge, or is the district attorney quite finished?
Nora, what's it gonna be?
I'm dropping the charges. For now. The minute I get more evidence, I'm reinstating.
Thank you so very much. Todd, let's go.
No, whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going?
Todd's been shot. I need to take him to the hospital.
Oh, I'm sorry. He has to be arraigned for escaping police custody. He's not going anywhere tonight.
Emma, you did not just beat me at Go Fish.
Yes, I did. Hoping I'd play all the time. Sorry, I have lots of practice.
Practice. There's no strategy to go fish. It's just luck.
Well, it's about time my luck has changed.
Time to go, miss.
Sir, I just got here.
You shouldn't have been here at all, or playing cards.
Oh, wait, look, I really appreciate you letting my sister be here. Could you just give us a minute? Thank you.
Thanks. He wasn't so bad.
Not all of them are. It just depends. I think that he feels bad for me because they took Tomas to Statesville.
Well, only until the sentencing.
Once they sentence him, he could go to Statesville for 25 to life.
What?
It's not going to be good. Danny, he pled guilty to murdering our grandmother. Except,
What?
I'm not sure he did it.
Okay. I see how this goes. You can't get me on death row, you can watch me die in your holding cell.
I don't know. Feels pretty healthy to me. Obviously, someone's been getting you treatment.
My client needs medical attention.
Okay. Well, we can send a physician to his cell. Isn't that standard procedure, Commissioner?
Yes, it is. Come on, Manny.
Is this how you
I'll
two get
lock you
your
up
jollies these
myself.
days?
Do you want cuffs?
No, that will not be necessary, will it, Todd?
No, I suppose not.
Hey, the man is injured, Commissioner.
It's fine. He's gonna be fine.
Is there anything that you need? Just to get out of here. And can you tell Hope that I beat you at Go Fish? She'll laugh because I always lose.
Yeah, I will.
And can you promise me that you'll have a good time at your birthday tomorrow?
You're gonna be there.
Okay, but what if something happens? They could postpone the arraignment. We could set bail to $1 jillion.
No, trust me, you'll be home.
Time's up, ladies. Let's go.
I hope you find a way to pass the time in solitary.
this mean that Todd will have to be arraigned for leaving custody, but the district attorney has graciously offered to drop the murder charge since there's no evidence that Todd killed his brother?
Well, actually, that's why we are here. Jack has something to say. Apparently, his head injury was much worse than we thought, and he was mistaken about what he saw that night.
Is that right, Jack? Were you mistaken again?
I don't remember Todd hitting me anymore.
Thompson, could you take the prisoner down, please? Lock him up. We have to amend his statement.
Thank you, Jack. I do appreciate you finally telling the truth.
I don't want your thanks. I did this only because I had to. It doesn't mean I think you're innocent.
Jack.
He killed my father. And someday I'll make you pay.
Mom?
What are you doing here, honey?
I'm visiting my sister. What are you doing here?
Oh, Todd turned himself in. Oh, but don't worry. Jack withdrew his statement. He's talking to the commissioner right now.
This is Commissioner Bo Buchanan witnessing the amended statement of Jack Manning and the Victor Lord Jr. murder case. Whenever you're ready.
This is Jack Manning. What I said about seeing Todd Manning the night of my father's murder, I was mistaken. I didn't see him there.
With Jack taking back what he said, they'll have to reopen the investigation, find who really did this.
I hope so. I promised you, didn't I, Victor, that I'd find who really killed you?
Mom,
Yeah.
it's gonna be okay. I love you, okay?
I love you too. Look at that.
What?
Feliz cumpleaños, mija.
I was so worried about you. I heard that you were shot.
It's just a scratch.
What about the murder charges?
Dropped.
That's great.
Yeah. I still gotta clear up this little matter of my daughter breaking me out of jail.
Well, at least you won't go down for a murder that you didn't commit.
No. No, I won't, Shorty.